What's up, guys, and welcome to the show. Well, we're back again with another Bachelor post game show for episode number 2. I'm here with my special guest, my wife.
Hey guys.
Well, this week's episode started off the same way last week's episode ended, with Hannah Brown. Once again, she comes in, takes TV time away from this year's girls and from Peter. She came in hot and heavy once again. I mean, it was pretty bad. She was all over Peter. I mean, whispering sweet little nothing in his ears, naughty little somethings, I don't know, but she acted like she was working for that $20 tip on camera. I don't know, but it was pretty bad. But I do think this will be the last time we hear for at least a while at least. But I mean, like we said, I think they still have something going on, and she regrets not picking him, but I mean, that's her fault, so move on, Hannah. And also, there's too many Hannahs on this season. But I mean, it was a really drama-filled episode, once again. But let's kind of go in chronicle order once again. But let's start off with some of the crazies. Don't get mad. But like Natasha, she looked like, just like the other girls, I mean, they were really upset about Hannah Brown coming back, but Natasha looked like she was ready to scrap Hannah and Peter, or both. Man, she looked like she was about to take out those hoop earrings and get it, but she ended up being really sweet and having a good talk with them. But, another one, when you meet someone, mostly girls, but and your radar goes off like, man, I think she'd make a crazy girlfriend. McKenna, yeah. The way she was rolling her eyes about Hannah and all that, not getting attention. And one thing that's frustrating is how all these girls think that they're each like in a relationship with Peter. No, you're not. There's 20 other girls. You're not in your own relationship. And she acted like, it should be all about her, but that's not how it works. Which brings me to Kelsey. She may be crazier than all of them. Okay, one of the biggest scenes of episode 1. Do you think that Hannah Ann knew that was Kelsey's champagne bottle?
No. I think it was all a setup by the producers to cause drama.
No spoiler alerts. My wife looks at spoiler alerts. I'm not about that life. I don't want to get it ruined, because I stay away from all those Facebook pages. I know my mother gets on them, and she tries to tell me what's going on, and I'll just ignore it. But I don't know. That was pretty crazy. I can understand, her being upset. I do. She saved it for over a year, supposedly, saving it for a special moment. But also, Hannah probably didn't know. And Kelsey did over-exaggerate. It should have, sent off a thing in Peter's head like, I need to stay away from this chick. But, as we see later on, that's not how it worked out. But also, Chris Harrison. Does he watch from the bushes? Because he seems to pop up at the worst possible time. I mean, I guess the producers run in and tell him, hey, something's going on, you need to get out here. But he's always there at the right moments, at the worst times, whatever you want to say. But shout at Chris Harrison, though. But, I don't know, like, during the rose ceremony, okay, this happens every year. I think the producers wanted Peter to keep Kelsey on just for the drama. I mean, we see it every year. Like, we always see a girl or a guy, depending on which show. And we're like, why are they still on here? And I think it's the producers wanting to, keep the show going on, keeping viewers, which, okay then. But Kelsey should have been sent home after that blow up. All right, let's talk about the main group date of the show, the model runway date. Which, I had to act like I wasn't excited about this, and I acted like I wasn't watching it because of my wife. And, there were some skimpy outfits, like Victoria's Secret model runway. But one thing that got me, all of these girls acted like they were nervous, especially Victoria, which we'll get to that. But they all acted like they were nervous and weren't ready to go, out in the spotlight and strut their stuff. When we know back in high school, they were twerking to Boots with the Fur with their chunky highlights, okay? So don't act like you didn't want the spotlight and strut your stuff. Quit acting like you're nervous. I mean, they went out and killed it. And, of course, Hannah Ann won. She came out looking like one of the Spice Girls, but ended up winning. I don't know how. I thought Victoria actually did very well for how nervous she was. we did feel sorry for her because, she was self confident and didn't want to go out there. But then, when Hannah Ann won and then Victoria threw a fit, wanted to leave, she was a sore loser. That kind of, rubbed us the wrong way. Don't get bitter, get better, Victoria. I mean, we felt sorry for you, then you acted like a sore loser. So, I mean, I can tell who you probably voted for. But, this show, last show we talked about our favorites and stuff, but this episode they really only showcased like 3 girls the whole episode, the dramatic ones, so they didn't show all of them. But I mean, overall it was a really dramatic show, and it seems like Hannah Ann, she has more drama coming. But I don't know, do you think she got bullied, or what do you think about all that towards the end?
I don't think she got bullied. I don't really like that word. And I've heard that people are comparing her to Luke from Hannah's season, so she probably needs to calm down.
Oh, Luke. But other than that, we look forward to talking to you after next week's episode, hopefully. And, I mean, it seems to be a great season so far.